Hello, this is the lab section of our ISSU part 2. Here we will start with upgrading 12.9.10 switch. We go to hpe.com/support. We choose our Flex Fabric 12900. We choose the software. As we can see, we are going to bring the fundamental guide to see the steps for the in-service software upgrade. I have downloaded it before, so I will just open it. Performing an ISSU upgrade. This is very important to read this information. Here is the flow chart explaining for you what is the steps needed to do the in-service software upgrade. That is actually matching what we have did. Next we will do software upgrade, software download, and choose the new software. So once you choose the new software, you will download the software from the HPE website, and I already have downloaded it. It will take some time to download depending on the size. And again, here is the switch, the core switch, and here is the steps. We will go through it one by one. This lab will be step by step, exactly how you are doing it on the real environment and in the real network. So you go through the preparing, you go through verifying, how you identify. All of these steps explained on the PDF. As you see, I'm reading it from the PDF file. So here you first display device to check which software version you are running. So we are running here 1138B B03. This is the current version. First, you need to make sure that all the modules are normal, no fault module, and all the MBUs, one is master and the other are standby. Of course, I'm running MDC, which is an HPE feature running on this switch. However, this has nothing to do with the ISSU. Either you are running the MDC nor you are not running it. ISSU will run fine. So it's telling you the prerequisite for the ISSU, and here is the steps that you have to do. So I go here, and also it's giving you an example on the PDF how to do it. So if we go back to the steps, you have to go to the system view. You can check the rollback timer, which is by default 45 minutes. And we explained before that we will not decompress the IBE file. However, I'll show you that I have the IBE file. I am running now version 1138B03, and this is the current version which will be upgraded. So the new one will be 1150. So the old one is 1138, the new one will be 1150, and here is the IBE file. I have the IBE file. So I am doing the command ISSU load file, and then I enter IBE, meaning I am using the compressed file, and I will enter the file name. Here it is. In this model, I can add the file to the MPU or the master module processing unit module using a flash. So I have uploaded the file to the switch using a flash. You can use a flash, you can use FTTP or HTTP, and you can use the web. So once you load the file, I'll show you how to load the file and what to do to load the file. So let me show you exactly how I'm doing it. First, I do display IRF to make sure how many members on this stack. So we have here 2 members, meaning member 1, member 2. Here I am checking the topology to make sure that the link is working fine and all the link is working fine. So I am doing on the middle of row 2 display link aggregation summary. So I have two link aggregation, link aggregation 1 to the core, which has 4 link. Here it is, link bridge aggregation 1 2 has 4 link. This is going to the core, and the bridge aggregation 1, this is going to the access switch. So I have 4 link and 4 of them are up. And also I can check the neighbor by using display LLDB neighbor list. This command is similar to the show CDP neighbor in Cisco, and it shows you the host name, the local port on the host, and the current port. So this MAC address, this is the MAC address of the remote device, and I'm receiving it from that bridge aggregation. And this is the middle of row 5. I'm receiving it from the uplink. So on the middle of row 5, I'm using two IP address 10.15.15.3, and this I'll ping it 10.15.15.3, and this is the switch which I'll open the ping to. So I will keep this ping working. So I will not for this specific test I will not ping user 2. I think during the time user 2 laptop was not ready, so I am pinging the remote switch. So the ping should continuously work without any drops, even during the upgrade. Once I go back to the core switch, you have to make the command dir from the user mode. So I make dir, and I'm making sure that the IPE file is there. So I will use the ISSU load file IPE, and then I'll upgrade the slave unit. Of course, I am assuming you have listened to the part 1. It is very important to listen to the part 1, as it's explaining exactly what we are doing here and explaining the topology. So I will do ISSU load file IPE, and I mention the IPE file name from the user from the system mode. So display IRF, I have two chases, and the master is the first one, and all the modules are up, and the current version of all modules is 1138. That should be upgraded to 1150. IPE and the file name, location and the file name, chases 2. Here it will ask you that it will do rollback and remove the previous rollback. You say yes. So it will start upgrading the chases 2. So now what we are doing, actually we are upgrading the slave unit or the slave. As you can see, the ping is continuously working, and this is expected. We are not expecting anything to happen even if the slave switch have been reloaded or switched off, because we have a stack of 2 switches, core 1 and core 2. So if we bring the core 2 down, which is the slave 1, nothing should happen to the traffic, and you see the traffic is continuously working. So we are upgrading the slave. The real test will be during the switch over, once the slave is upgraded. Of course, I repeated this before, so it's asking you, should I move the file? The file already exists. I told them don't move the file, but if you are doing this for the first time, you should select yes, because you haven't moved the file. For my lab, I already put the file on the slave flash. So the file is there. It will ask you, should I decompress it? Yes, decompress it. It's telling you it's already the T-compressed file are there. Should I do I rewrite? No, don't rewrite, and don't overwrite. And if you are doing this for the first time for a new OS, you will choose yes here to overwrite. Again, we are upgrading the slave and the bin continuously working. So all the steps explained very well on the configuration guide, and there is a configuration example also showing you what is the output expected. However, here I am showing you practically what is how long it takes. So if you monitor the timer of this video, it is 2:59 before we start, or 3 p.m., and it will take around 1 hour or 1 hour and a half to finish the upgrade of the two boxes. The reload of the 12900, 12910 is actually taking some time. It can take maybe 30 minutes. So this upgrade can take maybe some time. So as you see here, what's happening is upgrading the boot and the system. We agreed before that the IBE file has two files inside it: boot file and main file. So it has been upgraded and it's reloading. It's reloading now. Reloading all the modules on ISSU. It's telling you, do you want to do that upgrade? Yes. Do it. So now it's telling you ISSU is rebooting. So as you can see, the IRF has been splitted, means the stack has been splitted. All the ISSU is not seen right now on the first box. All the modules are down. This is because it's reloading. You have to wait a while till it come back. If you make display IRF to check the stacking, you will see, you don't see the slave one. If you make display device, you don't see any modules from ISSU. You just see a slot 1/1/1/1/, meaning this is the first unit, the first box. Second one has been disappeared. This is actually because it's in reboot status right now. So you will have to wait around 20 minutes to see some output here. As I am logging console to the first one, I will see it once it became up, but it will take around 20 or 30 minutes to come up. So we're still waiting for the slave to come up. Yeah, here it is. Now we start to see that the physical reboot has been, the unit has been powered on, because I see IRF port 1 is up, meaning physically there is a signal, and it will start coming up. Just give it a time. Yeah, here it is. It start coming up, and you see many modules are coming up from status 2. Actually, it takes little time, this time. Here it is. It's telling you upgrade completed for node 2. So if you make here, you see the upgrade has been done. Here is the MBU 1150, the MBU. However, some other modules are still down. So the upgrade of the box will not finally finished unless considered complete, unless all the modules has been upgraded. And this is a feature of HPE, that the software is actually upgrading all the modules software. So once you upgrade the system software, it will upgrade all the cars, all the modules to the same version. So it will take time. This is what is taking time. The reboot doesn't take around 10 minutes or around 10 minutes. However, upgrading the cars one by one will take some time. And you will see it on the console messages as card by card is coming up. So it's telling you that a specific slot has been up. And as you can see, during that reload of the slave unit, no bucket drops happens. And this is expected. We will see now when we will do switch over if there is a bucket drops or not. It shouldn't be any bucket drops. So I'll keep monitoring and we'll see what's happening. Again, this is the more important command. Display ISSU state. It's telling you it's in the loading. Loading means it's upgrading the slave. Display ISSU state. If it's telling you display ISSU rollback timer, it's not working. And the rollback interval is 45 minutes. And it's not working. Display device is still waiting for some faulty cars that it will come up, but it takes time. So what's actually came up is the fabric cars on the back of the chases. Car 10, 11, 12. This is the fabric cars, but the data cars is still down. It's still upgrading. It's upgrading one by one. So if we go quickly, it is still upgrading. Here it is. Now we can consider everything is up. As you can see, now we will run switch over. All the modules have been upgraded, so I will run the switch over, meaning I'll switch over to the backup one. Lastly, I am making so the old one is 1138, the new one is 1150. Display IRF, so the IRF is up again. All the members can see each other. So what I will do, I have to log into the configuration mode. Display ISSU status, it's loading. Display system, I have to go to the system mode. So ISSU. So still one module is faulty, so we have to wait for it. One module is faulty. It became up now, so it's becoming normal. So it will accept the command now. So it's telling you you cannot bypass one step, and you have to for the ISSU load to finish. So it will take time. Now it's finished, loaded. So the status now is loaded, not loading. Once the status is loaded, you can run the switch over. So I will run the switch over. It will tell you, do you want to switch from from this version to this version? Yes, switch over. And it's telling you it will choose slot 16 as the active one. Yes. So now we should monitor the ping. It shouldn't have any drop. Yes, no drops at all. And once I enter that command, I have been disconnected, and because I am logged into physically to the switch 1 console, I see that message because the switch 1 is now like reloading. So I am connecting to the console, so I am seeing these messages. So I have to change the console physically from that one to this one. Here it is. So I will log in again to the device. The more important that the ping has no drops. So if I make display ISSU state, it's saying switching, means moving from active to standby. As you can see now, I am logging and to chases2, and the chases2 is the master. So now we have changing the master ownership from box 1 to box 2. Box 2 now is the master, and box 2 is handling the traffic. Box 2 is controlling the traffic, controlling the management, controlling everything of this IRF stack. And the ping is working fine, not affected. So I will start to do ISSU accept and ISSU commit. So if I make display device, the first box on 1138 and second box is 1150, and this is the only case you found an IRF stack on two different OS running together. The only case is during the ISSU. So I will issue the ISSU accept. So it's telling you have to do the commit. There is previous step. I think there is MBU still reloading. Yes, now I can do. You see now the two modules from first box is up, and the two modules on the second box, one of them is master. So now we have 4 MPUs. One of them was still down. So now we can do the accept and do the commit. Display ISSU status. So it will tells you switch over, and before it was telling accepted, switching. Now it's a switch over. Now I do ISSU accept. Once you did this, the rollback timer has been deleted. So there is no rollback. You cannot go back to the old one, and we have to issue the command ISSU committed chases 1. This command will upgrade the first one. So I will do ISSU commit chases 1. So it's telling you that the files are there. So I know that the files are there. I am not overwriting the file. So it's verifying that the files are correct, and it's rebooting. It's rebooting the first box. So now it has been up. What's happening exactly? What's happened exactly? We upgraded the second box. We switch it over to the second box. The traffic is working normal. So we go back to the first box that has been now working as a slave, and we are upgrading and reloading it. And as you can see, the ping is working fine, and there is no packet drop. So now we can see only one box. We will wait for the other one to come up. So actually you make 2 reloads. Reload for the box 2, reload for box 1, and the time you take to issue the command. So around 40 to 50 minutes maximum. Or now we reach to around 52 minutes. 51 minutes and we'll start to 59, so around 52 minutes. And here the box is coming up, and as you can see, no traffic drop. We have to wait for the box to finally came up. So a module by module is coming up for you. As you can see, you will receive message module per module, and now you can see all of them has been upgraded. All the modules has been upgraded on the two boxes to 1150. So what's happened after the ISSU is the master ownership changed from the first one to the second one, and there is no need to make another switch over. You don't care actually who is the master. You're caring that there is at least one master active. So display ISSU state init. Init meaning the process is finished and not started, because it's actually finished. So we have upgraded the 4, and the ping is working, everything is working fine, and we almost finish the upgrade. So here is showing you the steps, and we use the method 2. I hope this video have been informative for you, and you show exactly step by step how to do ISSU, and you see the benefit of that feature and how it's beneficial for you and for your organization, for your network, to do this critical upgrade without any single packet drop. We will repeat the same test on part 3 for the 5900 switch. Thank you.